So Lee, we're not far away now. You're starting to look well. I mean, you always look in shape, but I can see the cheeks going in, the face is ready. Um, Look, I was talking to someone the other day about what are the big fights coming up. I said one of the big fights, especially after last weekend with Anthony Yard and Artur Beterbiev, has got to be Leigh Wood against Mauricio Lara because I mean it can't not entertain us, basically.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from the outside, he's all gunfire and explosive. If you look up, both of us have got knockout reels. So yeah, it looks to be what it's billed, Dance with the Devil. But you got to decide who the devil is.
Wow. Is that? It sounds like you and Ben have been getting into a bit of Ben Davison, been getting into a bit of psychology here. So what I'm hearing from that, and what I'm going to read into it, is educated pressure in this fight, not recklessness.
Um, Not so much. I want to come out and meet him in the middle of the ring, which not many fighters do. They're going to think I'm going to come out and be on my bike. I'm going to be right in front of him. And the same thing, what normally gets most success is going to be detrimental for him in this fight. Obviously, I can punch without giving too much away. I'm very confident in the game plan, and I'm very confident in executing it as well.
Is it more important to you to be remembered forever by the fans for the great fights you've been in, or being a world champion?
I think it comes with it, being in the great fights at that high level, because you can be in a great fight at low level and no one know who you are. But being in a great fight at that high level, especially being victorious, winning them world titles in great fights, is what you'll be remembered for, because they know the level you're operating at. So yeah, to answer it, probably winning the world title is more, means more to me than being in a great fight. But if you can do double bubble, that's even better.
So you beat Mauricio Lara. Who else is on that radar of styles make fights for you?
Well, I've won my world title. I've won the British title, and there was three things I set out to do in 2020. I said there's three things in my career that I want to do. The last thing is to headline at the City Ground, and be the first person to do so. So whoever's in the opposite corner to me, it's irrelevant. I think Josh Warrington would make for a massive fight. It brings the fans down the M1. Leeds v Forest. It's a massive, massive fight. Great atmosphere. Or if Conlan can go win a world title, he can have his rematch at the City Ground if he wants it. Or there's Lopez, which would be a unification fight. And it gives me a chance to win another world title. So I've got a lot of options. But first of all, I'm not looking past Lara. I'm so focused on winning this fight, but at the same time, I'm confident in winning this fight as well.
Is there an ambition when you've drawn all your fans to the big City Ground? What is it? 35,000 capacity there.
About 30, I think the council
30, is it?
About just under 30. Yeah.
Well, at least 5,000 of them. You win there. At least 5,000 of them are going to want to travel to Vegas for a fight, aren't they? Is there an ambition to take the hordes with you? Having travelled over many years with so many fighters to America, there's this kind of rubber stamp that you've done that as well. And you've taken everyone on tour, and they've put their hard-earned money into a long weekend in Vegas. Is there an ambition to do that as well?
Yeah, I think I made a lot of promises when I was coming through before I turned pro, and we used to joke about them back then. But now, we're not far away from that. So I think the Vegas fight, I said to one fella, he said, "Look, if you go to Vegas, I want my flights paying for me." And I was like, "Yeah, we'll sort it." And that was before I turned pro back in 2010, I think it was. Vegas is the one that excites me more than anything. But like I said, it's fight by fight. Lara first, hopefully the City Ground after that, early summer, late spring even maybe. And then, yeah, we could look at other things like Vegas. MSG is massive as well, but if I had to pick between MSG and Vegas, I'd steer towards Vegas.
Yeah. Have you spoken to Carl Froch recently? Say in the last few months, about how life's going and the fact that you do intend to overtake him, as I've said this before, as Gedling's, as the village of Gedling's, or the town of Gedling's most famous boxer.
Carl did extremely well. But you know, I'm hard on his heels, picking belts up. I think he got 3 out of the 4 today. So yeah, I mean, it's not a competition. Carl was one of my heroes coming through. Massive inspiration on my doorstep. Like I said many times before, same school, same gym. It's done incredibly well, and sometimes, you know, he gives me advice. But you know, when I'm at that city grind, he might be there counting seats. I don't think it gets 80,000 in, but you know, I'll definitely save him one, because I'd love to have him there, as it is for most of all of his fights as well.
I've always known you as a very balanced man in giving your views, and I'd love to get your take on this. Obviously, the growth of misfits boxing at the moment with KSI and all the influence and YouTubers. Tommy Fury and Jake Paul seems to be a very big thing. Mayweather's coming here to fight in an exhibition with Aaron Chalmers late in February as well. What's your take on, is there a sliding scale there? And are the YouTubers and influencers good or bad for boxing, given that the major promoters and broadcasters are now getting involved in them? Does it impact on pure boxing?
So, first of all, I thought it was a good thing. You know, it was bringing a lot of fans into the sport that wouldn't normally watch in the sport. So there's a massive market out there. Day-to-day people, like the terrestrial TV viewers, it's a similar kind of market. You know, they're watching probably younger. They're watching the YouTubers because they watch their channels. They're bringing their own audience, and they're bringing them across to boxing. They might see that fight and that the way it's promoted and the event, and be like, "Wow, I actually like this sport." But now I think it's slightly getting out of hand. I think, you know, from a health point of view and safety, you know, are they even having brain scans? Who's sanctioning these fights? Are the doctors there? Do you know what I mean? You need to address him, because they can just do what they want. I've seen something recently about tag team boxing. You know, someone's going to get hurt, and we don't want boxing to get a bad reputation because of them dibbling and dabbling and doing what they want. You know, it needs to be sanctioned by the British Board of Control, and it needs to be people with a better sense. But like I said, they're bringing a massive audience over. How many of them are actually staying and watching boxing, I don't know, but there must be some that watch it and think, you know what, I like boxing, I'm going to go to my local gym and do it properly.
Leigh, it's always great to see you. Really appreciate your time. Just give us a prediction. Is this going to go 12 rounds on February the 18th? Is that the right date? February the...
That's the one, mate.
Going to go 12 rounds?
Nearly 2 weeks to go. From my point of view, I'm prepared for 12 rounds, but I honestly can't see it going 12. I'll be surprised if it even gets to the 6th round or out of the 6th round. You know, he's a dangerous fighter, but the same thing that makes him dangerous makes him reckless. And I'll be there waiting for him in the middle of the ring to meet him.
Great to see you as always, and really appreciate the time. Go well on the day, but we'll see you before then anyway. Thank you very much, Leigh.
Yeah, mate, thank you.
Cheers, thanks.
Right,